You know that feeling, right? You've got a trip coming up, and the first big question you have to tackle is, so how are we going to get there? It sounds pretty straightforward, but what we're about to see is how thinking a little differently about that one question can turn a totally normal trip into something, well, something really special and sustainable.
And here's where our story kicks off. It's a super simple, practical question from our friend Leo. But the answer he gets, it's what starts this whole new way of thinking about their journey.
And Mia jumps right in. She doesn't just suggest a way to get there, she introduces a whole new idea, green travel. And her pick? The train. This one suggestion really sets the stage for everything that follows.
Okay, so what exactly is green travel? Really, it's just about being more mindful. It's about choosing ways to get from point A to point B that are, a little kinder to our planet.
And Leo asks the perfect follow-up question, why? And this is so important, right? It's one thing to hear an idea, but it's understanding the reason behind it that really makes it stick. And Mia's answer gets right to the heart of it.
And here it is, the key phrase, carbon footprint. The train has a smaller one. All of a sudden, their decision isn't just about what's fastest or cheapest. They've added this whole new, super important factor into the mix, the impact on the environment.
So let's break that down real quick. A carbon footprint is basically a way to measure the environmental impact of, well, anything we do. Every action has one. And when it comes to travel, the goal is super simple. The smaller, the better.
When you see it laid out like this, the difference is just, wow. A train can be so much more efficient, especially compared to driving a car by yourself. It really makes the choice crystal clear, doesn't it? So Leo is totally on board. And get this, he takes the idea and runs with it. He realizes that green travel isn't just about getting to your destination. It's also about how you get around once you're there. And his solution? So simple. Bring the bike.
And this is where things get really cool. They figure out that going green isn't about making a sacrifice at all. It actually makes the trip better. Biking isn't just a way to get around, it's fun, it's healthy, and you actually get to breathe the fresh air and see things up close. It's a total upgrade.
And here's that ripple effect. Their personal choice to ride bikes instead of driving connects to something so much bigger. Every single bike out there could mean one less car on the road, and that means cleaner air for the whole community. It's a perfect example of how small individual actions can add up to a big collective win.
So, feeling all this positive momentum, Leo has another brilliant idea. Why keep this awesome plan to themselves? He thinks, hey, what if we invited our friends? And this is that moment when a good idea starts to become a real movement.
I love this because it shows you exactly how that works. It's a powerful chain reaction. You get more people on bikes, which leads to fewer cars on the road, which means less pollution. And what's the end result? Cleaner air for everybody. It's so simple and so effective.
And on top of all the amazing environmental and health benefits, they stumble upon this incredible bonus. The green choice is also the more social choice. It just makes the whole experience way more fun when you're sharing it with friends.
And this right here becomes their new motto. It's not about choosing fun or being responsible. The goal is to have both. They're aiming for a trip that is absolutely as enjoyable as it is good for the planet. It just perfectly sums up their whole plan.
It's pretty amazing when you think about it. That whole awesome plan started with just one person asking a simple question. But by answering it with a little more thought, Leo and Mia created a trip that was better for them, better for their friends, and better for the planet. So that leaves one last question for all of us. When you're planning your next adventure, what's one small change you could make to go green?